very bad feeling about this.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I've got a bad feeling about this. I've got a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about
I have a very bad feeling about this. I've got a bad feeling about this.
For what it's worth, I've got a good feeling about this.
Punch it, Chizzle!
Happy Life Day.
Yeah, that was that was better.
It was at least Muppety.
Yeah.
You know, and that's in the same universe.
Yeah,
Like a little bit of Frank Oz or something.
something like that.
Who did the voice of Chewie?
I think it was just a mixture of sounds from what I remember.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Even when he like talks, he's like,
Yeah, I think
but someone had to be talking through like a vocoder maybe, and they add shit. Or,
no. It was cut. From what I remember, it was cut together from a bunch of different animal sounds.
Okay, so it's like a Jurassic Park thing.
Yeah.
Well, same guys, so well,
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of I Got a Bad Feeling About This. I'm your host, Chizzle, and with me, as always, is Jonathan the Fallen.
What's new?
A whole lot. And
Yeah.
actually, and not a lot at the same time.
Well, I mean, we did. We haven't been back for a while, but
No, we've been
you know,
kind of busy.
It's a gracious period that we're back. We took a little vacation, and now I did get you a Christmas present or a Life Day present, and you left it here the last show.
I did. I totally forgot. Dude, I don't know where I put your Christmas present either. I didn't give anybody their presents. I got yours somewhere at the house. I had one for Cobra. I don't know what I did with it. I left mine here.
That's all right. None of us really expect anything
Yeah.
from each other because we do so much for each other over the fucking years with the toy shows and everything like that.
Seneca got me a bunch of stuff, and I'm still waiting on his. Like, I got him something very specific, and it has not come yet. And I'm a little upset about it.
Okay.
So,
Well, shit. What is this? The year in review?
yep. That's what I said. All the new stuff and the not so new stuff, you know? This year in Star Wars, we did not get a whole lot.
No, what did we get? Are we just talking action figures here?
Oh, we're gonna
Everything.
kind of just cover everything.
Okay,
So, you know, at the beginning of the year, we had Skeleton Crew,
Yeah. I did not
And-
finish it.
and I did. I enjoyed it.
You finished the toy line by going to Roscon. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just sorry to blow things up on you.
Yeah. That's gonna be our next episode.
Oh.
So I watched it. I enjoyed it. A lot of people that watched it enjoyed it, but I think there were a lot of people that were just tired and had a little bit of fatigue.
I think that was me.
Yeah.
You're nailing me to the board
Yeah,
here. Like,
just
that
dude.
was me.
After the Acolyte, man, I just don't fucking
right?
care right now.
I know.
I'm not going to get invested in something new and it turned out to be garbage and feel like I just wasted more time and get pissed off at the franchise and be like, what are they doing?
Right.
I think a lot of people felt like that.
Too many bad things, and you're just gonna call it quits. Not forever, but
Yeah,
you know, forever
you're like,
enough.
I just need a break. Just, okay, I'm going to take some time away. I'm going to go watch some Marvel movies or some shit.
That's not gonna help.
Yeah.
I mean, they're releasing like what new trailers for the Doomsday shit or whatever, you know, at the beginning of Avatar 3, which I've never seen a Avatar movie, and I don't
Me either.
care about blue
Yeah.
fucks. But still, they're like, you have to go see this movie multiple times to see every new Marvel trailer, like where they introduce a new character or something.
Oh,
I don't know what it is.
I don't know. I know nothing about that.
Just wait till they put it on the internet.
All
I'm
I
sure
heard,
it's there.
I just heard they were going to do something at the Super Bowl. That's it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, when the Niners play?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right before they win.
Yeah.
So, and then we got Andor season 2.
It was good.
It was good. I enjoyed it way more than season 1. I thought it was really good. But although it takes place in the Star Wars universe, it doesn't, I don't know. I don't feel like it's, quite Star Wars enough.
Maybe it's probably because there's not enough action. It's a lot of like role play and talking and shit, like drama,
Yeah.
how the rebellion started and got all the plans and all, we know the idea of it, but a lot more inside and people.
Yeah, and like I said, it wasn't bad. I really enjoyed it. Like, I was like, wow, I was waiting for the next episode. Before, I didn't give a shit. I kind of binged it at the end. I just wasn't really into it. I fell asleep during season 1 all the time.
All the time. So did I. I tried so hard. And there's certain episodes that I actually enjoyed for certain reasons. Like the prison episode, it was like THX. I get it. It was decent, but it wasn't Star Wars to me.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, it was good. It was really good. But I look at it from a collector's point of view.
Okay.
What is there to collect from that show? What do you really want? What did you see in that show and be like, I gotta have that?
I can name more things that I don't want.
Yeah.
Like a Cassian Andor figure, I don't want that. I don't need it. I have no interest. Like, his character doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah.
At all.
His figures have been peg warmers since the beginning. You can go into some Walgreens stores and still find Cassian Andor Black Series figures on the shelf.
I liked Deidre, and I picked up her figure at Roscon. Just because I like her character, and the woman was pretty cool. The actress who played her. You know?
It was, like I said, I enjoyed it, but I didn't want anything from it. Although, in the show, when you're in Luthen's shop, he's got all those antiquities and stuff like that. There was some cool shit in there that I wouldn't mind.
Right, like if they made it like actual scale, with a figure,
like a prop. No, like a prop.
Okay.
Almost like, in episode 3, you only see it for a split second on screen, but there's a Sith chalice in the background of Emperor Palpatine's room.
Oh,
and they had them available at Disneyland.
Oh, really?
Right when they opened the new Star Wars land, that was the main thing I was going for. I wanted that Sith chalice.
That would be really cool.
So
what did it sell out?
I don't know if they still make. I have one.
Oh, you got one. Okay.
First thing I bought. I have it. The idea is once I actually clean off my dining room table, it's going on my dining room table.
Look, us as collectors, we have so many ideas for setups and everything. We're never going to get around to it.
I'm working on it. I've been working on it.
All right, me too.
So.
Sure. And then I just get into a new thing like thrifting and flipping.
Oh, God, I know.
Thrift flipping, and now I don't have room for anything again.
So I'm trying to clean up the downstairs at my house, but I'm working on it. Like I said, I wanted the Sith chalice. I got it.
What does the Sith chalice do? Do you like drink from my blood?
Nope. It's big. You can almost use it like a candy dish. It's kind of big. It's like.
Does it have a stem or nothing?
It's like 14 inches tall. I want to say you can almost use it like a candy dish.
Like you can pour multiple beverages in it and share it with straws like at Chevy's or something.
Yes, exactly. One of those big Benihana drinks.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Should do that. Call it the Sith fucking Seth pool.
Palpatine punch. Yeah. There we go. So I would like things like that, and as a collector, not necessarily like a toy collector, just as a collector, I would like to see some stuff like that from the show. I thought that was pretty cool.
Sure. I think that stuff doesn't sell very well. That's why it goes straight to Disney parks.
And that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine because
I get
it makes
that.
it harder to get, and I can grab a couple. I don't buy them out. I'm not a scalper. But I'll buy 2 of something and then flip it online. At Disneyland. Something
like that. That's kind of where I've been going a little more with my collecting.
It looks better, on your wall.
More things like that. Not so much in the action figure stuff. I kind of got almost everything I want. So now I'm just I'm looking for different stuff.
Yeah. And that's what I've been saying for a while, that the action figure market is going down. Now you just have the real collectors are still collecting.
Yeah.
But all these people who hopped on during COVID, they're not there anymore.
Nope,
they're
not.
getting rid of their collection. And they're moving on to other things like Pokemon or whatever else they're into now. Shoes, I don't know, getting a job.
Yeah. And I think part of that is, that's the only 2 media that we got this year. We got Skeleton Crew at the beginning and then Andor. There's nothing out there that's engaging collectors.
We got a trailer for Grogu and...
A trailer, that's it.
That's it. I think they're scared that that's not going to make it enough money.
We got 5 more months before that comes out. Mm-hmm. And then maybe then we'll get a whole bunch of stuff. Or I don't know. How long did it take us to get a Mandalorian figure and shit like that? It took quite a while.
Originally,
Yeah.
it took a while.
You know, how long did it take for us to get a Grogu figure? A year?
Right. And like that was hot shit.
Yeah.
And now all I see at thrift, you know, is Grogu shit, and I won't touch it.
Oh yeah.
You know, at all.
I have so much of it. It's because that's when I was just buying up everything. Everything that came out, I got so much of it.
You'll never unload that Grogu shit.
I have an entire case of Grogu Black Series figures.
Wow.
In the little boxes.
Yeah.
I have the display, everything completely filled with Grogu figures.
Wow. I mean, I do like when he's in IG-11 or whatever his name is. But
Yeah.
whatever number. That's actually like, I like that figure, and I like that idea. They should have, you know, I had this idea a long time ago that there should have been a cartoon series where he's in that doing quests and different episodes, like not just a one episode thing where he's in it saying
They
no,
definitely
no,
could have
no.
Yeah, they could have expanded on, you know, his character with a cartoon, you know,
little off
like you're saying,
time.
doing side quests
Yeah.
and things like that don't, you know, really make a big deal.
As a kid, I would have watched the shit out of that.
Oh yeah.
You know?
You know, that's like back in the day when they had the Droids cartoon.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the main story. It was just R2 and 3PO off doing random
gay shit.
Yeah, just random shit. You know, it didn't really matter. And same with the Ewoks cartoon.
Yeah. I did watch that too. And that I actually liked a lot more than the gummy bears shit because I hated fucking gummy bears.
Yeah.
Fucking hated it.
So we didn't get a whole lot of media this year, and I think because of that, we didn't get a whole lot of collectibles this year.
Maybe Disney understands this and they understand the fatigue, you know, with all the all the past outpour and cries, you know, like 1,000 million people cried out at once, Star Wars sucks and we hate what you're doing.
Maybe they had to hit pause. I mean, look at how many canceled projects there are. We've talked about that on the show before. So I don't know what they're doing. But then when you look at stuff like that Hasbro is doing for collectibles, we're getting shit, you know, from original trilogy right now. Mm-hmm. That this whole past year was kind of original trilogy. We got, you know, the Cantina and things like that.
Because they know that shit will sell.
It barely did.
It really.
The Cantina barely made it. Well, not barely, but it was not as big as everybody, I think, as they thought. It didn't come close.
No, but they knew. I mean, we all knew it was going to make it.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be a Rancor situation.
No, well, it's 375, and that is, you know, I don't care what anybody says, 375 is a bigger market than 6-inch for Star Wars.
I believe so.
So and a lot of
it'll last longer, I think.
A lot of the, you know, original trilogy collectors and stuff, they will collect, you know, the 375 stuff also. So I get there's a lot of crossover there, but you know, there's so much stuff that we didn't get. Dude, we don't have Bad Batch in Vintage Collection right now.
I know you've talked about this.
Dude,
yeah,
we've got two different sets of Bad Batch figures in Black Series, and we don't have it in TV. We don't have one in TVC.
Not one. I thought they made at least.
Nope.
None.
They did Hunter, and then they did Crosshair.
Not to mention the prices of those, like, gone up to $20.
Oh, they're $18.99 right now.
Yeah, but $20. Come
Yeah.
on.
So
$20 is $20.
Yeah.
I've heard the saying.
So we haven't got that. We don't have characters from existing media. I want to say there's somebody that back when that dumbass Patrick was running Hasbro, he was like, "Oh, you'll have all of the figures that interact with the Razor Crest." I don't think so. I don't think we're there right now. I think there's still a couple figures that we don't have
That interacted with the Razor Crest
Yes.
that were in the series.
because that was one of the selling points
For the
of
couple episodes it was in.
yeah, that was one of the selling points on it. You'll have everyone that has interacted with it, and I know there's like one or two, and I just cannot think of it off the top of my head that we don't have.
And that makes it like they'll release whatever figures in some pack or hostage pack or in some, HasLab that you can't necessarily get. So then those figures become more valuable and hard to get because you only want that figure. You don't necessarily need the fucking newer school HasLab shit that,
Yeah.
At least for me, I don't.
I know. Like I said, there's a bunch of shit that we just have not got. And instead they focus on doing a lot of fucking repacks. Shit like that, I get repacks for some stuff because if it's like in the, the TVC 1 that maybe you didn't get it because that was back in, 2010.
Right.
So I get that for the, the newer collectors, bringing that back and, you change up the card art a little bit, whatever. I can understand that. But why do we've got the fucking Gamorrean Guard released like 3 times now.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, that's a little much. And then it sits there. And then the price on it is like $28.
Right, because it's a fatter figure.
Yeah.
More plastic.
That makes no sense. I just don't understand like what they're doing. We also this year we got our cantinas, but then we also backed the Republic gunship.
Yes, that's right.
They're putting that out, but they're not pipelining any figures for that would go with it.
Right.
We have nothing. They keep saying Geonosis. Well, what are we getting for Geonosis? What'd we get? We've gotten a Poggle the Lesser figure announced. And
this is that's pipeline.
Yeah, but that was just recently. That was only like a couple weeks ago. The Hasbro live streams literally could be a fucking email at this point.
Not to mention the gunship is a weird decision to make, but whatever.
Yep.
It's from prequels, so okay. Like you already made some version of it, but now you got this. I think just because Star Wars in a whole, not just the figure sales, but Star Wars and Disney like took a huge hit, and it's just a huge fucking pocket of money. So especially with Hasbro, they're just gonna lean on like redoing shit. Now they have to make certain stuff from new shows and new figures. So not the Bad Batch, but the little kid one, the Goonies one. They already had those character designs before the show came out. They're already producing those, so each of those molds and stuff costs a bunch of money. They're not going to make any more new shit because they have to bank on that selling.
Yeah.
And that did not sell.
What does that do for future media also if we get a show that turns out to be really great? Are they going to wait to make stuff for it? So like with The Mandalorian, like you said, we waited forever for figures for that. That shit came so late. And then are we going to have to do that again? And people, I think they're just driving away more and more people.
I know that the dudes who like work for Hasbro, they want the same shit as us, but their hands are tied. You got corporate executives going, well, we need this for that show, and that needs to happen. Then the budget is spent. That's all you got. You can reproduce whatever figures you already have, in the thing.
I think they don't as much as we think they do.
I don't know. Like, I think it's corporate, Disney saying you can only make this and that at this time, and especially for certain shows that release, which we didn't get that many. And plus, like, it's like, well, who are they focusing on? Are they focusing on kids trying to get them into Star Wars, or are they focusing on adults? Because adults, we did the adult show with Cassian Andor, and you guys didn't buy the toys.
They make this fucking kids line of figures that are a weird scale, and it's like, wait, you have a tooling budget for that,
right?
You can put out all these new figures, and
those can't be that cheaper to make.
No, that's the thing. Is like
those
you can put out a whole new
figures, like all those things, the new line they came out with, and all that crap.
Yeah. So wait, you have money for a whole new line that does not fucking sell. That ends up at fucking Ross. All of them.
And they get like a huge section at Walmart on an end cap with them fuckers,
And nobody buys them.
No.
And, as TVC collectors, we want more. We're like, hey, look, we'll buy it. We'll buy it. We buy it all. You don't see vintage collection shit ending up at Ross. The only things you've seen from this last year was the ATST, which they redid.
Yeah.
Because they made that thing 3 fucking years ago.
Right.
And, oh, no, we're going to redo it. Oh, wait, nobody wanted it?
Not to mention Roscon was $50. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
I ain't buying that.
And then vintage collection figures. What did you find? Some retro figures? Maybe somebody found a Balin skull. I found one. That was it. There was the Ahsoka 4-pack. That wasn't at everywhere stacked up. No,
Right.
that was you really had to hunt for.
You did, yep.
And then there was what else was there? There was a couple figures, but that was it. There wasn't a ton of TVC. There was way more Black Series this year.
Oh, yeah.
Tons of fucking Black Series. But
Black Series that didn't get bought.
yeah,
A lot of it did not get
you know,
bought.
when you go into Target,
Because we had the price hikes, too.
yeah, when you go to Target, look at the Star Wars section. There's no room for TVC there.
Our Target, what they have a bunch of Bib Fortunas that are on sale right now. I didn't buy one. I should have, but I was like, ah.
What, that's another one. Why? Why did you put out a fucking Bib Fortuna? It's sold before, but it wasn't a hard figure to get.
No, yeah.
You have what media is there right now? What products are you putting out that people want the Bib Fortuna for? It doesn't go with the Cantina.
I mean, he could visit there. Why not?
If anything, it went with anything. It went with the Boba Fett throne room, but we got that over a fucking year ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bought my second one a year ago when we were in Santa Cruz.
There's no rhyme or reason to how they release their figures. They just I think they just throw darts at the wall and we could do this one again.
But this was a recently released figure, and you're repacking it. I understand the older shit. You know, that definitely makes sense. Dude, look at Black Series. We don't have archive figures coming out anymore.
No.
What happened with that?
I don't know, because they're just putting them in the normal line.
Yeah. But I don't... Yeah, a little bit. I will give you that, because they did repack the Duels End Vader Black Series in the new box.
Right.
And I got a bunch of those.
Main characters like that, yeah, they put them in the new shit.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So... And that one, I was actually okay with the repack. It was a Target exclusive to begin with and was super hard to get. They were going for over $100.
Yeah.
Which I don't... I mean, when I resell, yeah, I'd love that. I don't feel good about charging somebody $100 for a Black Series figure. A regular one. I don't feel good about that.
It depends on the toy line for me. Yeah, I don't do that kind of shit.
But,
I'm always way under market value.
It's a $25 figure.
Sure.
Right?
And plus, it's not like this is never going to be released again type of figure.
Yeah.
You know it's going to be released again.
Yeah.
You
So
know it is.
I don't
just have patience, people.
I would never feel good selling it for that much. I get maybe convention exclusives, things like that you know are never going to get remade. But a regular mainline figure, I don't see that. I don't like doing it.
So when you sign on to do a Star Wars movie like Mace Windu and Samuel L. Jackson, he signs his life away that they can make figures of
His
him
likeness.
for fucking life, whatever, you know. But yeah, it's not like they have to re-get his license, you know. Like they can make figures for him forever. Or
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a period, but it's a long fucking period, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And they probably renew it with him, and he gets paid.
I
and
want
he
to
don't
say,
care.
didn't James Earl Jones allow them to use his voice like AI?
Yep.
And they could do that, and he signed off on it.
Yeah, I
that they
don't
could
know.
recreate it.
I don't know if he did that forever, but I don't know the terms.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
I know he did.
I heard something about it. And it's like, okay, that's the dude. He's literally giving back. And
I'm sure he set up his family though, you know, and everything else.
I'm sure.
And
I'm sure.
It's still like he's not going to be an asshole to Star Wars fans. Like, oh no, you know, after he dies,
he never really was.
Yeah.
He was never a dickhead. You know, not like some people. You know.
Yeah, he didn't go Disney. You can use my voice for anything you want.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah. No, I think it was. I want to say it was specifically Darth Vader.
That makes a lot of sense. It's
Yeah.
not like you can be, the Lion King.
I was gonna
or
say
some
the Lion
shit.
King, whatever. Yeah.
This is CNN. Oops, wrong show.
I was saying how we're going to Target and there's not shit on the shelves.
Very small.
Like you said, you got the end cap of that other bullshit. Whatever. You go to the TVC, there's maybe one or two pegs.
There's,
if
yeah,
you're
and it's
lucky.
usually two different figures for TBC.
Yeah. Because it's like they're not getting the waves, with 4 to 8 different figures in it. It's a solid pack case.
No, and if they're like stormtroopers or some shit like that, those are gone.
Yeah.
They just sell.
They're army
gone.
builders, so
Yeah.
they're going to go. But, if you want people to buy TBC, make it available. There's
At
nothing
least
available.
online. If it's not in the stores, make it available online.
When you go on Hasbro Pulse to buy the shit, it's sold out. The shit sells out. I called it early this year. I said the sleeper set of this year is going to be the Cantina Adventure set with the cardboard backdrop.
You said that, yeah. And I tried to get one, I couldn't.
Yeah. So, and then people were like, "Oh, this is trash. This is trash." That fucker sold out. Then they redid it.
Why were they saying it's trash? Just because it's a cardboard set, but it's reminiscent of the old one.
Exactly.
It's paying homage.
And that's why people wanted it. And I knew, I said, this is it. This is going to be the big one right here. And it sold out. They re-released it. It fucking sold out again. Right now.
They re-released it already?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And it's sold out again.
Holy shit.
Now you can actually get it at Disneyland. It's available in the parks right now, but it's sold out online.
Okay. I got to go to Disneyland.
So maybe we'll go for my birthday.
I know we're supposed to go this year at some point, like within the next few months.
Yeah.
I didn't buy a ticket for myself, but we have a room at the Disneyland Hotel. So I might just
Okay.
go for that and buy my own ticket one day.
Yeah.
And go in and buy some things just to flip
Yeah.
and stuff for myself. I usually I don't, buy everything. I just buy 2 of everything so I can flip it online and get my money back.
Yeah. That works.
I'm not an asshole.
So I said, you want to increase the, people buying stuff. There has to be product for them to buy. And this year, 44% of what Vintage Collection put out was repacks.
Makes sense.
That's too much. Almost half of your line is fucking repacks. So that's no new molds at all.
But how many new collectors are out there buying this stuff? It must be, marketable and it must be lucrative for them to do it.
I think you've still got those Star Wars people that buy everything. I still did. I still bought everything that came out this year.
Yeah,
I
but
bought 2 of everything.
Maybe that's not enough, to warrant a new mold,
But when half of it is repacks, dude, and then you're saying, "Oh, we don't have the budget." I think there is. I think you're being cheap.
They don't want to test those waters like that. I think.
I don't know.
I think whatever they do, their market studies and shit, and they put up a
But
fucking.
how do you get new collectors?
Here's a stormtrooper, fucker.
We've had how many different fucking stormtroopers? I get people will buy them because they're stormtroopers, they're army builders.
That's Star Wars to most normal-minded people.
But
And a Darth Vader. Here you go.
yeah, how many fucking Darth Vaders have we got this year?
Googly-eyed Darth. Oh, we didn't get him this year, but still,
Yeah.
I still have him. Sad puppy-eyed Darth Vader. I mean, it's Black Series, but whatever.
So I'm thinking you may be gaining some new people with this older shit, but the people that have been buying and collecting this for years, I think they're going to get fatigued and be like, there's nothing new. I'm not going to waste my time.
I don't think they forgot about the core audience and what they call return buyers, return customers, and that's the main audience of any business is return customers.
It is.
The person who buys a stormtrooper once or twice and a Darth Vader, you know what? That's at the flea market in a month or 2 or maybe longer.
Gay magical power song. Good job.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Listen to Hoodcast and that will make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't done that yet? I'm
No,
sorry.
No,
I haven't.
we're doing my show. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Fig Wife. Yeah, she was mentioning the real song that was on the end of Stranger Things, and that ended. But we'll cover that on Hoodcast.
Yeah. Talking about keeping your regular customers. We all know that's the most important thing in any
Major
business,
thing.
keeping them. Well, when you're putting out shit they don't want or they already have, you're not keeping them. But there's way you can get new new collectors too with things that aren't available.
Sure.
Like, okay, this year was the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
We didn't get shit.
Wow. Then nothing.
Nothing.
Maybe 25. Maybe 25.
Yeah,
is
25 anniversary.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll start planning it
That's
now.
a magical number.
So we didn't get shit. You saw in Black Series they did the Walmart figures that
Yep.
came in the Revenge of the Sith packaging.
Yep.
That was the 3 3/4 packaging, and these fuckers stole it, gave it to 6-inch figures,
Right.
and told us 375 figures to get fucked.
It looked cool.
It did. That was great packaging. I really like that.
Yeah,
I mean, I
it was
love
great packaging.
I love the vintage style,
Yeah.
but that is my second favorite style of packaging.
Wow.
All the other ones I don't like. I don't like the Legacy Collection ones. I don't like the Clone Wars ones. I don't like any of that shit. You know, the blue cards, whatever. I like vintage collection, and I like Revenge of the Sith packaging.
So what you're telling me is you like packages. Certain packages. They have to be, that perfect roundness of that packaging is really
Yeah.
nice.
Yes, exactly.
Like a good curvature to the package.
Yeah, and they got to be 375 because that doesn't hurt as bad.
Hey. Simmer down now.
I'll tell you something off the air. This year there was a lot of original trilogy stuff, and that's for a lot of older collectors. You're not getting the new people, and you're not getting the younger people with that.
Yeah.
Even with, like I said, Andor, season 2, there wasn't shit available. Even though I don't think there was a whole lot. What I thought would have been cool would have been like the TIE Fighter pilot Andor
Yeah.
with a TIE Fighter.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that would be cool.
That would have been good. That's
Yeah.
how you could have, and you could have re-released the TIE Interceptor.
Sure. Yeah.
That would have been the way to do it. Repack. It hasn't been released
In a
what are we,
while, yeah.
15
Hell yeah.
years.
Yep.
We're 15
Dude, that's a
years
long-
from it. Yeah.
That's a long fucking time.
So
That's a
that-
whole different generation.
that is a good repack because you're just rebranding it and you're putting it within a new Andor figure, which you could probably use the sculpt from 3 or 4 different figures to make that one.
Right.
Different paint apps. You're going to take a TIE Fighter figure and you're just going to change the head sculpt and a removable helmet probably. There you go. That didn't cost you shit. You
Right.
already have the mold for the TIE Interceptor. Slap the Andor sticker on there. You're done.
Yeah.
People will buy that. New collectors will buy that. Old collectors will buy that. There's a smart way to do the repacks, and they're not fucking doing it. Mm-hmm. One thing I did like that where they use repacks was with the 3-packs. I really like the 3-packs.
Okay.
So they had like the evolution of Darth Vader that had Anakin, and then he ends up as Darth Vader.
When did that come out?
That came out like middle of the year.
Really?
I want to say
remember
that. Dude, that was the same time as the Cantina set.
Really? I don't
Yep.
even remember that. That
So,
sounds like a cool package.
It is, and it's the 3-pack where they're all in there together, and then they also did the Stormtrooper, Biker Scout, and Snowtrooper 3-pack,
I do remember that one.
and this was all at the same time. I like that. That gives you a totally different packaging. That's more the inbox collector thing.
Sure.
And I get that caters to a different crowd, but we all know that that's a big portion of the collectors out there. They're inbox collectors. They like that. They like it being something different. Hey,
Sure.
anybody can go get the regular carded figures, open them, whatever. This 3-pack, making it limited, I think, is a good idea. That is a smart use of a repack to
Sure.
me.
Scarce availability.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Like I said, doing it the right way, I don't have a problem with. But when you're giving us dumb shit we don't really want on regular cards, shit like that, or when they're giving it to us on these giant fucking cards for no reason and calling it a deluxe figure and doubling the fucking price,
Right.
No, that shit's not okay.
Like, are they thinking that TVC collectors are stupid and that they'll pay money for this? Some will. Some will, but
I think TVC collectors are taken for granted
sure.
because Never had a failed HasLab. They're always the highest ones. And when you look at the prices, they are significantly more than all the other HasLabs.
Yeah, and Mickey Mouse is like, oh, we know you're all grown men. We know you all have jobs and have hella money.
You know, we just we did we got the Ghost a little while ago. Right? Why don't we have any figures to go with it?
I know. Did it come with figures?
It did, but no other Rebels figures. Nothing new. Why didn't we get right there? You want to update on a card? You want to repack something? Why didn't we get a Honda Onaka?
Yeah, why wasn't anything released on just, not the Hasbro Pulse, just there, not in stores.
Exactly. Why, they do those like four or 6 packs with the figures or whatever. Why didn't we get something from Rebels? We got no Rebels figures. We got the main cast, but that's it.
That's it.
Nothing else. We got nothing else to go with the Ghost.
And you're not going to get anything. And if they do, it'll be like a year later and you'll get one figure.
And you're like, why? What? I don't understand that. By the time it comes out and people are setting it up and they're like, well, hey, look, we've got something to go with it. Oh, shit, yeah, I'm going to buy that.
They have to spend, several $100,000 on the molds for these new toys, and just one new toy, of that new fucking, build-a-figure fucking changeable parts fucking kitty wave.
Yeah.
You have to, each fucking individual figure or mold is a couple $100,000. And it just takes it out of the budget. So they're not going to be able to do anything for TVC. Like, y'all just wait and get older.
But I think there's, I think there's other things that they could do that they don't. In like Rebels, there was the Kanan dressed as a stormtrooper. Mm-hmm. That's you kit bash that. Not a problem. Like I said with Andor.
Right.
You can make some of these things.
Come on, Hasbro. Do your Marvel Legends thing.
Yeah. Why? Oh, that's a whole other fucking thing. Why does Marvel Legends get Build-A-Figures and Star Wars doesn't? And we're paying
that's
more
weird.
Fucking money.
That is weird. Why is Star Wars worth so much more in the licensing, than Marvel is?
They used to do Build-A-Droid back in the day, and apparently they're bringing it back.
Huh.
But, yeah, why didn't we have that? Anything. Fucking anything.
Right.
A Build-A-Droid, you could just give it to us in different fucking colors, whatever, not a big deal. I think
Dude, if you can change out droid parts and stuff and do cool stuff like that, like a whole droid line, would be pretty fucking awesome.
I would even be okay if in Black Series they gave you droid parts for a 3 3/4 droid. I wouldn't care.
Yeah, no, like
that wouldn't bother me at all.
And you can use any droid parts for any droid, and they all connect.
Yep,
it'd be pretty fucking awesome.
So when you go to Disneyland, they actually have a whole little Build-A-Droid thing.
I've seen those.
I've done that. I've built some. I have a black and orange.
They're kind of really
astromech,
though. But
no, mine was actually the one I got was actually kind of cool. Like
really?
it was very I thought it was very good quality. Very, it would almost I'd say it was almost TVC level quality for a droid.
Okay, I've never done it. I've just seen some of them.
Yeah,
I'm like,
the one I got were pretty good. So.
Another thing we also got this year was the Bantha. Now, is that
Yes.
reused shit or what is that? Like,
I think that was. I want to say that was a new sculpt, and that's sold out. And that's something I haven't seen restocked either.
No, it
that
hasn't
I don't
been
get
at all. And like eBay sales are like 100 to 110. Somewhere around there.
And that, like we've been saying, that's something that people want, that people will buy because you can use that for multiple things.
Yeah.
If you're an original trilogy collector, you've got the cantina. You want one outside your cantina.
You have to.
Which also, goes to why don't we have a dewback in Vintage Collection? When we did the cantina, why didn't we get a fucking dewback with that?
Well, I think they have to change the name of dewback. It's kind of it's kind of racy.
Still,
they should just call it what it really is. Fucking dinosaur.
You've also got, and if you really want to get people, put it out under a different series. You could do Book of Boba Fett.
Yep.
Include a different Tusken Raider with it.
Right.
You can repack a different Tusken Raider with it, and then put it, and then the guys that are the inbox collectors will be like, "Oh shit, I got to get this."
We got a bunch of the different Tusken Raiders from that series, though.
Yeah, we we did that. I mean, that was something like I really
That was like a
liked.
year ago, though. That wasn't
It was
this year.
it was a while ago.
Okay, yeah.
Just by doing that, you're putting out the product that people want in new packaging. Like I said, smart repack.
Mm-hmm.
People will be like, "Oh, hey, I didn't get it the first time. Yes, let me get one now." And then the guys that are the completionists like me, when I see them, I'm like, "Fuck, I got to get this now. I got to get it. It's in a different package."
Yo, well, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to learn some lessons here. I mean, look, I get the vintage-looking packaging. That's cool. Like, if the packaging looks cool, I'm kind of in, you know?
Yeah.
But if the packaging is not selling me, dude, unless I really want the figure and I don't have it already.
But when you look at something like that, that's a good one to have anyway. That
Oh,
Bantha,
sure.
it's like I only have 2 of them.
Yeah.
And
I only have 2.
I wanted
I can't do 2.
I would love to have another one to open. You know?
Wait. You can't open one of the 2 you got?
No.
Why?
Because there's none available. They're hard to get, so I want to keep it sealed for
Dude,
right now.
what'd you pay for them? 75 plus tax?
I think 65.
Okay, but still, like, plus shipping and everything. It might have been free shipping.
Free
after
shipping,
that,
yeah.
Because you bought 2. Like, dude, $100 on eBay or whatever aftermarket. You know, so many people. You go to so many shows. You can get a deal. You know, for not paying much more for another one. And also, on eBay, you can get them loose or out of box.
Yeah, if I could find a deal on one, like, God, it was, dude, when we were in Santa Cruz, I went to go get one, and it sold literally 30 seconds before I got there. The guy was walking away, and I said, hey, I need that Bantha. And he goes, that guy just bought it right now.
Damn. I need one, too. And I've been looking at them on eBay, and I just haven't pulled the trigger, you
Yeah.
know. And I'll take a out of the box one that comes with the box. It's just been opened, you know.
I have the Power of the Force one still in the box, and I don't want to open that. But that one's
It's still
that
cool.
one's
It has like the plastic, you know,
that's like 30 years old almost.
Right. So
that one
leave
I
that
don't
one
want to
alone.
open. But if I could find one of those loose, that's what I really like to find is a couple loose ones of those.
I think that, yeah, you can get those for a lot cheaper now.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are fucked up. You know, the fur's
Oh, I know.
matted.
And
or,
you gotta-
you know, it
so-
just doesn't look that good.
I can fix that. You know, when the wife was doing
You just use the My Little Pony brush.
exactly
you
the
know?
pony salon.
Yeah.
That's what
Hey.
they called it. The pony salon. When we'd sit there, the 3 of us would be sitting there brushing out all the fucking My Little
You're
Ponies.
brushing your bantha hair and it spits on you.
Yeah.
You know?
So I would like to get one. I'd like to get some for when I ever get around to setting up my sail barge. I'd like to have a couple Banthas in the display.
Absolutely. You have to.
Yeah, I've been saving. I was saving skiffs for that setup, and I started going through stuff. I was like, holy shit! Why do I have 6 vintage collection skiffs? The Power of the Jedi version. Still, I'm like, oh shit, dude! I totally forgot I had them. I
Right.
found a whole box full of them.
You don't need them.
And I'm
Well,
like,
because they
oh.
were really cheap at one point.
Oh,
I bought
God.
a couple and I unloaded them quickly.
Yeah, $12 a piece from Target.
yep.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
bought a shitload of them.
I still have one and it's out of the box and that's it. You know,
Yeah.
it's in storage. But
So I need, I got to keep one in the box, and then I need 2 for my display.
dude, you don't need to. These figures in the box, or toys in the box are not going to be worth
I
much
like
more.
the way it looks on the shelf.
I get, so have one, bro.
That's what I'm saying. The one skiff in the box,
Save the
on
box.
the shelf.
Just close
No.
up the box and pretend like it's in there.
No, that would fucking bug me.
See, that's weird.
So it just does. Like in my office, I have
I get it though.
all my vintage boxes up on the top of the shelves that go all the way across, and I have like they're all full. They
Yeah.
all have this stuff in them. So there are some things that are not displayed because they're in the boxes.
I mean, I get it though. Like, with the new WWE LJN series, I need one to open and one to keep in box because they look cool on card.
There are certain things.
The
certain
artwork
things
is
like that.
cool, whatever. And it reminds you of the past that, nostalgia shit kicks in. But then you have like thousands of other things that you need to display too, but we're just not rich enough to have that big of a display area,
Yeah. If I ever divorce one of the wives, the other room, it's becoming the big ass display room.
You know what will happen. It'd just be totes upon totes full of shit, with
No.
a plan in mind. I'm just saying, you'd have a plan still.
No, because I think actually, I was like, I could make good content out of it too.
Let me tell you
Setting
what
up the
happens.
entire room.
You'll go like, look, the living room, we actually need to chill in here for a while. So you'll move the shit to the spare room, and it'll just keep that way.
So I've cleared out the living room. The living room is all cleared out. The dining room is cleared out. There's no figures in the China hutch.
Wait. How about your flat table? There's no all the flat surfaces don't have shit
So
on
the
it.
dining room table right now, it actually only has one of the wife's Legos on it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Stuff that you're doing now.
Yeah.
That's what I just
it was
cleaned off.
it was her Christmas stuff.
I cleaned off my dining room table for Christmas because people were over.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, right back, filled it back up.
That's cleared off. Both coffee tables in the living room are cleared right now.
Oh.
There's some stuff on the counter in the family room.
Okay.
So it's getting there. I'm about to clear out the bunch of cabinets in there. The bar area has
But where
some stuff.
are you putting this stuff?
So I got a storage unit. You saw the video.
Yeah.
And if you'd like to see the video of my storage unit, join the Hoodcast group chat on Instagram. So I got a bunch.
You have to ask to join, but just ask the Hoodcast Instagram to join it, and yeah, you'll be there.
So I got the storage unit, which is it's helping me to sort the stuff because I have so much shit.
Right.
I've still got my shed in the back. It's 10 by 12. That's completely filled. And there's still stuff in the garage.
Yeah.
And my office. My office right now, it's full of, I got 40 to 50 cases of Pokemon sitting in there right now. So there's a lot of room being taken up by that right now.
In Pokemon, you don't want to put it in an outside shed.
That's why. And I don't want to put it in my regular storage unit, so I got to keep it in there.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to organize this stuff. I have stuff up in the rafters in my garage too. So I got shit kind of everywhere.
I got a shed full, but it's full of Christmas stuff, Halloween stuff, and toys. Half of it is all toys, and then I got a half shed that's exposed to the elements, but, it's a covering.
Yeah.
And, I have toys in there too, in totes, sealed totes, but one of them, one of them had a crack in the lid, filled up with fucking water.
Yeah.
So that's gone. Well, I can sell them individually, online.
I had that happen with some Black Series figures.
And then I have stacks of totes on the side yard with tarps over them. And one of those got fucked. So, yeah, I got 2 totes of product that got fucked. Yeah, that sucks, man. It's just money down the drain over. But it's it gets me going and gets me, okay, I got to list this shit individually now.
Exactly.
Loose.
And then now you got to buy it. Again, you got to replace it.
Yep.
Now,
no. Chill down, man. Chisel down.
Yeah. Nope. Got to replace it. Oh shit. These got fucked up. Got to get some more.
Right.
So, dude, maybe that's what Hasbro's doing. They're controlling the weather and damaging our product to make us buy more.
Yeah. You know what,
dude? We should have had Cobra on for that.
Fuck.
Yeah. All right, so I think we kind of did it for this episode.
All right, man.
We kind of went all over the place. We talked about what a shit year it's been. Hopefully, this next year is better. We got a lot of stuff coming up.
Or you can do Roscon on this episode or a different one?
No, our next episode we're gonna cover Roscon. We're gonna get into kind of the whys. Expand a little bit more on what we did, and we're going to talk about what we picked up. If you're a Hoodcast listener, we would do a recent acquisitions.
No, and this time we have a new thing for it. The recent acquisitions, but we're going to call it something else, and you'll hear it on that. There'll be a new moniker.
We're gonna be making some changes to the show. This is something we're going to be doing.
More exciting.
So, if you know what Roscon is, tune into our next episode. If you don't, tune in anyway, and we'll explain it all to you.
With that, man, we'll see you next week.
In the name of the Galactic Senate of the Republic, you're under arrest, Chancellor.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord, when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.